All right, so we're sailing today. We're going to be doing some salvaging, not just any salvaging. We're going to be doing martial salvaging from these mercenary shipwrecks. It's going to be a top-notch experience. In our camphor cargo hold, we have 59 out of the 160 spaces filled. Right now in our inventory, we have 40,000 KGP. For sailing, we are level 76, sailing 93.39% to level 77. We are making progress, very good progress, top notch progress, full of energy, full of appreciation, not only to the max, but beyond the max. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the camphor cargo hold. We are going to grab some martial salvage. We got two pieces here. And we're going to sort the salvage on the salvaging station. We got 4 adamant cannonballs and 1 green hide body. Awesome! Some would even say top notch. Who says top notch? Me. I say top notch. Okay, okay. Yes, I'm happy that we got this green d'hide body. What we're going to do is we're going to high elk this. High elking is a part of the magic skill. It's a spell that you can cast and it turns items into GP. In other words, money. And we like money. All right. So right now we have 44K, almost 45K in our inventory. Super hyped about that. So hyped, I almost can't believe it. And yeah, we're going to continue salvaging. We're going to see what we get. So right now, I'm going to back up a little bit. We're going to back up. Maybe even go forward a little bit to the spot here towards the middle. And we're going to see what we can get here. We're going to see what we can get. Before we actually put the adamant salvaging hook into the water, I'm going to try to empty some spots in our inventory. Because if we don't do that, we won't be able to have as much of an AFK experience as we would like. So, what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the camphor cargo hold right now, press deposit all. It's not going to actually deposit everything, but it's going to give us some space. Then we're going to press on deploy adamant salvaging hook. There we go. Top notch, I must say, top notch. We're enjoying this top-notch sailing and salvaging experience in the game of old school RuneScape. We're enjoying it and we're appreciating it not only to the max but beyond the max. It is definitely what they say and what I say, a top-notch experience. And we are enjoying it to the fullest, beyond the fullest. It is truly amazing. And you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We got 2 pieces of martial salvage in our inventory. We're going to press sort salvage and we're going to see what we get. And what do you know? We got 1 rune arrow. So we're going to cast the high alchemy spell, using a skill called magic. So that's what we're going to do right now. 3, 2, 1. We cast it. We're enjoying it. Okay. Let's go back to the adamant salvaging hook. Let's see what else we can get. Let's see what else we can get. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Okay. So now we can sort through that Marshall salvage. And once we do that, we can high elk what we get. And you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much that it's almost hard to imagine. We appreciate it to the max, and not only do we appreciate it to the max, we appreciate it beyond the max. So what we're gonna do is see what we got in our inventory at the moment. We have 45k GP. We got a bunch of Amulet of Power. We got some Adamant Arrow Tips that just despawned, lol. We got more Amulet of Power. We got this Facility Bottle. We got this Broken Sextant. We got the Mahogany Logs, and we got Nature Rules. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is what we are going to do. We are going to sail north. We're going to sail north. We are going to sail to Deep Fin Point right there. Okay. So let's do that. We're going to bank the items we have in our inventory. And it's going to be a very good thing, because it's going to free up space in our inventory. So then we'll be able to salvage again, have space to collect the salvage, then sort through the salvage, and then high alch the salvage. And then once we do that, we'll have more GP in our inventory. We'll have more sailing XP, and we'll have more magic XP. And you know what? Speaking of magic XP, we are level 72 sailing, and we're 87% to level 73. I'm sailing in the deep seas of old school RuneScape. Let me take some mahogany repair kits out just in case I need them, because you never know. Okay, these are dangerous seas, so you never know. All right, so you always want to be prepared with the mahogany repair kits, because you never know what damage may happen to your boat. You just never know. So that's why we want to have the mahogany repair kits, so we can use them. We want to plan ahead a little bit, okay? Because we don't want to keep damaging our boat and have it keep sinking, because then we got to spend money to get our boat back, and we don't want to keep doing that. We do not want to keep doing that. We want to make sure we have the repair kit, so if anything happens, we're good to go, and we can continue enjoying old school RuneScape to the fullest. And you know what? Even if our boat sinks, it's part of the game, and we learn that we need to plan better. So you know what? It's part of the game. I appreciate the fact that the boat can sink. It's part of the game, and if it's part of the game, we gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I know that certain things, in the game, if some things are just not good, then they get fixed over time. but I like sailing, and the ship sinking is no big deal. It's part of the game, and it's a part of the game that I think is a good thing because it gets you to kind of think about your journey in the ocean. And that makes me think about the voting system in old school RuneScape. People vote on what they want in a game, um, and if it gets the votes, it ends up in the game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And in games in general and MMOs, and there's fixes and additions and all, and sometimes things get reverted as well. So it's kind of there's like a ebb and flow, a balance to the whole thing. It's actually a really cool aspect of old school RuneScape and video games in general. The ebbs and flows and the fixes that are done over time and stuff like that, and how a game changes. And yeah, another interesting thing is how a game doesn't change. How it doesn't, what aspects don't change, what aspects do change. You know. So these are the important things that I think are fun to think about because they can apply in life too sometimes. But yeah, I think I'm enjoying sailing a lot. It's really, really super chill skill. Uh, but if you want something that's a little bit more click intensive, you know, you could try Barracuda Trials. You could try Barracuda Trials. There's you can do salvaging, which is more AFK, right? You could do port tasks, which is a little bit more intense and pay attention a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then there's Barracuda Trials, which is like way more click intensive. Let's stop the ship for a second here. We're gonna zoom out because I don't know where we even ended up at this point. Look how far we are from where we need to be. Look at that. That happens to me often. So now let's head back south. Let's head south. Let's go to Deep Fin Point, okay? Okay. Alright, we're making our way to Deep Fin Point, which is right over here. Not this one, this one. So we're going to keep going in this direction here. And we're going to enjoy it. And we're going to bank the items that we have in our inventory. Okay, we're going to bank the items that we have in our inventory. And, we have Amulet of Power, we have the 45k, we got the Adamant Dart Tip, we got the Adamant Nails, we got the Adamant Arrow Tips, we got the Mithril Dart Tip, we got the Facility Battle, we got the Broken Sextant, we got the Amulet of Power, we got the Mahogany Logs, we got the Mahogany Repair Kit, Mahogany. And, of course, we got the nature runes. Mahogany. 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 Alright, so where are we? Because I don't want to pass this island again. Okay. All right, we're heading there. We're heading there. Mahogany. 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 Mahogany repair kit. Mahogany repair kit. Mahogany repair kit. Mahogany repair kit. Alright, we're heading to Deep Fin Point. We're heading there. We're heading... What? Dude! Why can't I seem to get the directions straight, man? Come on. I just want to get to Deep Fin Point so I can bank my stuff. I just want to get to Deep Fin Point so I can bank my stuff. Because we got some good stuff. I want to bank my stuff, man. I just want to get to Deep Fin Point so I can bank my stuff, man. Alright, so we're heading there. We're almost there. We're enjoying it. We're clicking. We see the yellow X. Everything is all good. I don't know what that is. That was a top-notch yawn of the century. We got mining spot over there. It's amazing. It really is. Okay, so we got onto the plank there. And now we're going to go to the bank deposit box. And we're going to deposit the items that we want in the bank deposit box. This is how we ensure that we collect our items and we increase our value, as in the value of all the items as a whole in our bank. You know what I'm saying? Later on, we can go through the bank and sell stuff or high alch stuff and so on. Let's take a look at our bank again. Let's see how that looks. Oh, almost 14 mil. And we got 2 mil in GP. Out of the sunshine right there, and 13.9 mil in value of everything in our bank. We're enjoying it. Top-notch experience. OSRS, top-notch. We enjoy the graphics. We enjoy the music. We enjoy the vibes. We enjoy the community. We enjoy sailing. We enjoy exploring different places in old school RuneScape through sailing. We're going to board our boat. And now, since we boarded our boat, we can say hello to our crew. Hello, Jobless Jim. Hello, Adventure Ada. Adventure Ada, thank you for navigating the helm. Jobless Jim, thank you for being on the adamant salvaging hook. Then, what we can do is we can look at our camphor cargo hold. We can enjoy the little words that come up. Open camphor cargo hold that pop up when we hover over the camphor cargo hold. We can enjoy the fact that it's highlighted with a plugin, and that we can see it when we move around, and we can see that it's there. And when we're at our salvaging hook, we can still right click and press deposit all into the cargo hold. I think that's pretty awesome and pretty cool, and I think it's top notch, and I think it's amazing, and I think it's incredible. And what's going to happen now is we got 61 out of the 160 spots full on the camphor cargo hold. So since we do have those spots full, we are going to open the camphor cargo hold and we're going to see what's in there. And if we look, we have 46 adamant cannonballs, we have 15 rune cannonballs, we have 22 mahogany repair kits, we have 37 martial salvage. And so since we have 37 martial salvage, we're going to click it. We're clicking it. We clicked it. Then we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it, and we know there's 27 pieces here because there's a max of 28, and one slot is being taken up by the nature runes. So what we're going to do is we're not going to high alch just this on its own because we lose value. We want to actually sort it so we can get items from the salvage that are higher value, and then we can high alch those items. Yes. And we're going to know what high value items to high alch because they will be highlighted just like this, but they will be, there's 3 different colors. There's white, yellow, and green, and they all signify levels of value. So what we're going to do at this very moment is we're going to take a look at the salvaging table. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at the salvaging table. Do you see, but before we do that, do you see these tiles? Look at that. Wow, I appreciate those tiles. I really appreciate those tiles, not only to the max, but beyond the max. Okay, so now if we're looking at the salvaging station, this is where we sort the salvage. This, we're going to sort this over here, right? So you may be asking, how do we do that? Well, in old school RuneScape, this is a game that involves a lot of clicking, you know, and involves a lot of numbers going up, and I and a lot of OSRS players, we enjoy clicking and we enjoy watching the number go up, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll out, we're going to zoom out, we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom out, we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom out, we're going to zoom in, and we're doing that because we enjoy doing that, or I enjoy doing that, just zooming out and zooming in, because I like to see the world. I like to see the world. I like to see the magic of old school RuneScape. And sometimes I just like to zoom in and out, you know? That's just how things are. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to click the salvaging station. We're going to click it and we're going to see what we get because we don't know what we're going to get. We could get anything, right? We don't know. We have no idea what we're going to get, and that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun, and that's part of the magic of sorting through salvage and martial salvage. That's part of the fun of sorting through the salvage here. So like I said, we're going to click the salvaging station to sort through the salvage. So, but before we do that, we're going to do a countdown, right? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're doing it. This is top notch. Oh, what do we got? We got an amulet of power. We got a mithril dart tip. We got adamant arrow tips. We got a mithril longsword. We got an adamant arrow. We got an adamant longsword. We got an adamant two-handed sword. We got an adamant longsword. What else we got? We got more adamant arrows. We got an adamant longsword. We got an amulet of power. We got a mithril longsword. What else do we got? We got an adamant longsword. We got an adamant arrow. We got rune arrow. We got amulet of power. What else we got? We got adamant dart tip. We got an adamant cannonball. We got an adamant two-handed sword. We got mahogany logs, and of course we got the nature runes, which we had in there, which we need to high alch. We need the staff of fire and the nature runes to high alch. Pretty sure you could also use nature runes and fire runes to achieve that. But man, look at all the swords we got. Look at all the swords we got. Look at all the swords we got. Just take a look at all the swords we got. So we have, and we have. The Mithril Longsword. Okay. We got the Adamant Longsword. Okay. We got the Adamant Two-Handed Sword. Okay, okay. We got the Adamant Longsword. Another one. We got an Adamant Longsword. Another one. We got a Mithril Longsword. I think that's another one, yeah. We got an Adamant Longsword. Another one. And we got an Adamant Two-Handed Sword. Another one. Okay, 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 okay. So what we're going to do is, since these items are highlighted in green, we're hyped up, we're really hyped up, and we're ready to see, how much GP we can get from high alching these items. Okay? Okay, okay. So what we're going to do, this is going to be a top-notch experience. It's going to be so amazing that we won't even be able to believe how amazing it is, but we're going to high alch it. And this is what we're going to do. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to press the magic book right there. And this magic book, it's a symbol here for the magic menu. And magic is a skill in old school RuneScape. And of course, magic has spells, right? It has spells. This is kind of like your spell book. You know what I'm saying? And you got all your spells in your spell book. And right here is the high level alchemy spell. Okay? And you know what we can do with the high level alchemy spell? We can cast it. We can cast the high level alchemy spell. Okay? And when we cast the high level alchemy spell, we can turn items into GP. Okay, into money. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to press, and then we're going to cast it. Okay, click, cast, 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 click, cast. All right, now let's check out how much GP we actually have, right? Let's check out how much GP we actually have. All right, so this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Okay, we have 17K GP. 17,000 GP. Okay? Okay, okay. I must say, that was a yawn of the century. That was a top-notch yawn right there. All right, so we have 17K GP. Just from some of the salvage that we had sitting in our camphor cargo hold. In our camphor cargo hold. So, what we're going to do is we're going to see what else we have in the camphor cargo hold. Alright, so we're going to click it. We clicked it. And as we can see, we have 10 more Martial salvage. Okay, so we're going to take that out of there. And what we are going to do is we're going to click on the salvaging station. And we're going to do that after this countdown. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, we got mithril longsword. We got some more adamant bolts. Okay, an adamant longsword. Okay, okay, mithril longsword. Okay, okay, an adamant two-handed sword. Okay, okay. So we got three swords. We got a mithril longsword, an adamant longsword, and adamant two-handed sword. Okay, okay, okay. So we are enjoying the process. Okay. We're enjoying the journey, all right? And we're not just enjoying, we're not just looking forward to the destination. We're enjoying the process, we're enjoying the journey, we're enjoying the moment. We're enjoying the process, we're enjoying the journey, we're enjoying the moment. So, what we are going to do is this. We are going to use the high alchemy skill on the three swords that we have in our inventory. We have the mithril longsword, we have the adamant longsword, and we have the adamant two-handed sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on magic. We're going to click on the high level alchemy skill, and then we're going to click on mithril longsword. Click on the high level alchemy spell, I should say, and then click on the adamant longsword. Click on the high alchemy spell. Click on the adamant two-handed sword. Okay. Now, we have 24K. 24,000 GP in our inventory. We have 24,000 GP in our inventory. Just from the last bit of salvage that we had sitting in our camphor cargo hold, we got 24K GP out of that. Plus, we got mahogany lugs, okay? We got the adamant cannonball. We got adamant dart tips. We got amulet of power. We got adamant bolts. We got adamant arrows. Adamant arrow tips. Mithril dart tips. And another amulet of power. Okay, okay? Okay, okay. Do we appreciate it? Yes. Do we appreciate it to the max? Even better, we appreciate it beyond the max. Okay? Beyond the max. Okay, so we're going to go back onto the dock and we're going to head over to the deposit box. We are going to head over to the deposit box. And so what we're going to do when we head over to deposit box is we want to put these items in the deposit box so it's banked, and we collect those items, and the value in our bank goes up because, again, we enjoy watching the number go up. That's a very big and important aspect of old school RuneScape, is watching the number go up. I love it. We love it. Old school RuneScape is top notch. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on the bank deposit box. We clicked it, and now let's click our items. So we're going to click on the mahogany logs. We're going to click on the adamant cannonball. Okay, there was 4 in there. We're going to click on the amulet of power. Clicked it. We're going to click on the adamant dart tip. Clicking it. We're going to click on the adamant bolts. Clicking it. We're going to click on the adamant arrows. Clicking it. We're going to click on the mithril dart tips and the adamant arrow tips. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Wow, look, you can see all the stuff I'm wearing. Sweet. All right, so now we're going to click on the 24K that's going to go in our bank. And we're going to exit out this window. Going to move our camera. Going to appreciate the goose bird flying around. And duck, goose bird. Whatever that is. Okay, so now we're going to click on bank chest. Okay, we got 13.7 million in value in the bank, in the bank, in the bank, in the bank, in the bank. And then we got 2 million GP chilling, chilling, just chilling. We got it. We got it in the bank. Okay. We got 134 steel plate legs. Wow. We got fancier boots. Look at that. See, here is like more regular boots, right? Here is the fancier boots. Okay. Then we got this helmet. Okay. This helmet. And this helmet, when you go, I think it's like near Lumbridge. Just like, yeah, the Lumbridge swamps. You go into the dungeon, you need like a light source and all that. And there's these things that come down from the, or come out of the walls or whatever. And they grab you. Okay. This helmet kind of helps prevent them, from grabbing you. Okay. Here we got some rune plate legs, rune boots, we got 2 rune scimitars, we got Tortigant shield, we got rune kite shield, we got rune full helm. Man, we got some cool stuff in here. Look at this. Sapphire lantern. Look at that. We got 131 raw swordfish. Check this out. We got 356 swordfish. Check this out. We got raw rat meat. Check this out. We got 5,064 air runes. Check this out. We got 1,039 chaos runes. Check this out. We got 2 scroll box elite. Check this out. We got scroll box hard. Check this out. We got scroll box easy. We got scroll box beginner. We got scroll box medium. I don't know. I may do those one day. Then we got this fabric roll. Then we got this bear head. Then we got a specimen brush. Then we got a specimen jar. Then we got Ardwayne cloak 1. Then we got clue bottle easy. Then we got Wolfbane. Wow. Then we got a mirror. Then we got broken glass. Then we got a pigeon cage. See that? Now we're gonna scroll, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Remember, we like doing that sometimes. Okay, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. We like doing that sometimes. All right, so now we're gonna turn the camera. We're gonna change the angle of the camera. Then we're gonna go down onto the dock. We're gonna go down the dock here, and we're gonna click this to get back on the boat. We're gonna board the boat, and then we're gonna see what's up. Okay. We're gonna click the camphor cargo hold. We got, a few items here. I think what I can do here, we'll just leave it in there for now. Alright, so we're gonna click set sails. Before I go too far though, I just want to look back into the camphor cargo hold to dig out these mahogany repair kits. Because, you don't want the boat to get damaged, because when the boat gets damaged and it gets too damaged and it sinks, and then you gotta go and you gotta, pay somebody to get the boat back, and we don't want to keep doing that. So we want to make sure we have repair kits, so when our boat is damaged, then we can repair it. So we're basically planning. So, just in case anything happens, we can repair it, and we should be good to go. We should be good to go. And that's what it's all about. It's about knowing, kind of what to expect and kind of how the game works, and you learn this through trial and error. And listen, I still have a lot to learn. About this game. But you know what? I appreciate this game. I appreciate this game to the max. And you know what? I appreciate this game more than to the max. I appreciate this game beyond the max, okay? This is a top-notch game. Some would say this is a top-notch game. Do you know who says this is a top-notch game? I say this is a top-notch game. What is this? Horde of tiny sea creatures. Intriguing. Alright, let's go past these monsters here. Look at this. I think it was one of those trolling spots, right? Yes or no? I don't know. I feel like it probably would be, but I may be wrong. You never know, though. I mean, I could probably look it up at some point, or maybe try to click on it or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're going through the waters, We're going through the waters. We're heading south, and we're heading to the mercenary shipwrecks so we can get to the Marshall salvage, and then we can get the salvage, and then we can sort through the salvage, and then once we sort through the salvage, then we can have our items, and we look for the highlighted items, and then we can high alch those items, and then when we high alch those items, then we'll have the GP, and then when we have the GP, we can put it in the bank, and then when we put it in the bank, we can have money to, progress more smoothly and or with more, progress in a different or easier or faster or smoother way than if we didn't have that money. Okay, so reverse a little bit. Okay, so we're reversing, we're backing up, reversing, backing up. Okay, so now since we did that, we're stopped now. Okay, and we have Adventure Ada on the helm. We have Jobless Jim, and he already deployed the adamant salvaging hook. So now I gotta deploy my adamant salvaging hook. So look at that. Do you see this? The green stuff under the ocean. See that? We move it around. It's trippy. Look at this. Trippy. Pretty cool. Alright, so anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the adamant salvaging hook. So I'm going to click the adamant salvaging hook. And when I click the adamant salvaging hook, then we're going to start gathering the salvage. It's not just any salvage, it's Marshall salvage. And this Marshall salvage is from mercenary shipwrecks. Okay? And we get some pretty good stuff out of that. We get some pretty good stuff out of the Marshall salvage. Okay? So we appreciate it to the max. And not only to the max, but we appreciate it beyond the max. So what we're going to do is we're going to click deploy on the adamant salvaging hook. We're going to grab our items. And it's going to be a top-notch selling experience in old school RuneScape. So we click it. And now we see what we get, okay? We're going to see what we get. But we're not going to get too far here because we have these mahogany repair kits in our inventory. So what we got to do is we got to click back on the camphor cargo hold, and we got to deposit all the mahogany repair kits so we can have more space for the Marshall salvage. So we're going to click X on this window here. We're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom out, we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom out, we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom in. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the adamant salvaging hook again. Clicked it. We clicked it. Now we wait and we enjoy. And we're going to see what we get, right? So we got 3 Marshall salvage, 4 Marshall's salvage. And then now it's going to be 5 soon. At least I hope so. We should have 5 Marshall salvage very soon. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for. There we go. Now we have. Oh, we have 6. We have 6 Marshall salvage now. Now we're waiting for 7. Hopefully we get 7. Do you think we'll get 7? I think we'll get 7. If we don't get 7, that's okay. But I'm waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 Marshall salvage so far. We're waiting for 7. Do you think we'll get 7? I think we'll get 7. There we go. Now we have 7 Marshall salvage. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have 8. 8 Marshall. 9. We have 9 Marshall salvage. That's top now. Okay, we're gonna watch this fill up in inventory. We're gonna enjoy it, and soon enough we'll be able to go to the salvaging station, and we're gonna be able to see what we got from all this Marshall salvage. And once we see what we got, we'll be able to see what's highlighted. And when we see what's highlighted, we'll be able to know what to high alch. And when we high alch that, we're going to get the GP. And then when we get the GP, we're going to put the GP in a bank. Okay? So let's see how far we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of Marshall salvage. So now we know we got 12 pieces of Marshall salvage. This is what we're going to do. We're going to head over. We're going to head over to the salvaging station. We're going to head over to the salvaging station. Before we head over there, since this is going to be not just any click, this is a very meaningful click, okay? So this is what we're going to do to harness the energy, okay, to the fullest and enjoy it to the fullest. What we're going to do is before we click on a salvaging station, we're going to count. We're going to do a countdown, okay? You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, click the salvaging station. There we go. That's a top-notch experience right there. What do we got? What do we got? We got adamant arrow tips. We got rune cannonball. We got mithril longsword. We got an adamant arrow. We got adamant dart tip. Oh, good stuff. We got green d'hide body. We got another green d'hide. Okay. We got adamant cannonball. We got amulet of power. We got an adamant two-handed sword. Okay. 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 Okay, 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 okay. We got mahogany logs. That's pretty cool. You know, whenever I see mahogany logs, you know, it brings back memories of wood cutting. You know, I enjoy wood cutting. Wood cutting is my favorite skill, you know. In fact, if you take a look, you can see here that my wood cutting is at 99. Okay, 99 wood cutting. And if you also take a look, you can see that I'm wearing a wood cutting cape. Okay, and not only am I wearing a wood cutting cape, but I'm wearing a wood cutting hood. I'm wearing a wood cutting hood. I'm wearing a wood cutting cape, and I'm wearing a wood cutting hood. I'm wearing a wood cutting cape, and I'm wearing a wood cutting hood. So now what we're gonna do, since we sorted through the salvage and we know what we got and it's highlighted, okay, we know that we can high alch the mithril longsword. We know that we can high alch the green d'hide. We know that we can high alch this other green d'hide. Okay. And we know that we can high alch this adamant two-handed sword. So this is what we're going to do. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on the magic tab over here. We're going to click on the high level alchemy. And then we're going to click on the mithril longsword. Click on the magic. Click on high alchemy. Click on the green d'hide. High alchemy. Green d'hide. High alchemy. Adamant two-handed sword. Okay. So just from that, keep in mind, just from that, we got 13k, almost 14k GP in our inventory. 14k GP in our inventory. You know, that's pretty cool. That's not only pretty cool, I would say that's top notch. So now, what we're going to do at this very moment is we're going to take a look here, and we're going to deploy the adamant salvaging hook. We're going to deploy the adamant salvaging hook. But before we do that, we're going to make sure we harness the energy, and to harness the energy, we're going to do a countdown. And so to do a countdown, we're going to do it like this. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Deploy the adamant salvaging hook. We deployed it. Top notch, let me tell you. I'm telling you, let me tell you. I'm telling you, let me tell you. Top notch. Enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Look, we're going to be up to 14K soon. We're going to be up to 14K GP. How are we doing on XP, you ask? Well, right now, for sailing, we're at level 76. We're at 98.47% to level 77. Sailing for magic, we're at level 72 sailing, and we're 89.12% to level 73 sailing. Right now, as we're salvaging with our adamant salvaging hook here on these mercenary shipwrecks, getting martial salvage, the amount of martial salvage that we have at this moment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of martial salvage. Now we have 8 pieces of martial salvage. We're enjoying collecting the martial salvage. We are hyped up to see what we're going to get when it comes to the martial salvage. To see what we get with the martial salvage, we got to sort the martial salvage. And to sort the martial salvage, we got to use the salvaging table. Okay. And you wonder what the salvaging station is? Well, the salvaging station is this right here. Okay? That's this right here. So, as soon as we're done gathering the martial salvage from the ocean here, we will be able to use this salvaging station to sort through the salvage, specifically martial salvage, and we'll be able to see what we get. And when we see what we get, we'll be able to see what's highlighted, and when we see what's highlighted, we'll be able to know what to high alk, and when we high alk it, we'll be able to turn that into GP, and then with that GP, we'll put that in a bank, and when we put that in a bank, we increase our, GP that we have on hand in the bank, and then also the total value of everything that we have in a bank increases, since we just put more GP in a bank. And I would say that's pretty cool. Not only is it pretty cool, I would say, some would say it's top notch. Who says it's top notch? I say it's top notch. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 pieces of martial salvage. 15 pieces of martial salvage. So with that salvage, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the salvage and we're going to click, because we enjoy, in this game, we enjoy clicking. We enjoy, I don't know if you knew this, but we enjoy clicking. And so we're going to click the salvaging station right here. One other thing that we enjoy in this game is we enjoy watching the number go up, right? So there's a bunch of numbers here, right? A bunch of numbers everywhere. We enjoy watching the numbers go up. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the salvaging station, and we're going to see what we get. So we got...
Level up completed.
Oh, speaking of watching the number go up, we're now level 77 sailing. Congratulations to me. Wow. That's pretty cool. You know what? That's only pretty cool. Some would say it's top notch. Who says it's top notch? I say it's top notch. You know what? I got level 77 sailing. That's top notch. Alright, so we got this adamant longsword. What else? What else will we get? What else could we possibly get? We got the Umbral Frag. We got the Rune Longsword. We got the Adamant Two-Handed Sword. Man, that was a yawn of the century, let me tell you that. We got the Mithril Longsword. We got the Green D'hide. We got another Mithril Longsword. And we got Adamant Two-Handed Sword. Okay. Let's do a quick checkup on our team here. We got Adventure Ada on the helm. Thank you, Adventure Ada. I appreciate it. We got Jobless Jim. We got Jobless Jim on the Adamant Salvaging Hook. Thank you, Jobless Jim. Appreciate it. So thank you again, Adventure Ada. Thank you again, Jobless Jim. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And then thank you, me. Thank you, me. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Very cool. Very cool. You know what's more than very cool? I would say, some would say it's top notch. Who says it's top notch? I say it's top notch. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Since we got all these swords, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 swords. We have 6 swords in our inventory right now. Specifically, an adamant longsword. We got a rune longsword. Wow. We got adamant two-handed sword. We got mithril longsword. We got another mithril longsword. And then we got the adamant two-handed sword. So this is what we're going to do. Right now, we are leveling sailing. We're gaining XP by salvaging, okay? Cool thing is we can high alch while we do this. Once we sort through salvage, we can high alch the items we sort through. And this plugin that I have highlights the items and lets me know, okay, if you high alch these, you'll get a better value than if you were to sell them on the GE, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on magic, then we're going to click on high level alchemy. We're going to click on high level alchemy, and then what we're going to do is we're going to click on this adamant longsword. We're going to click on high level alchemy, then we're going to click on rune longsword. Click on high level alchemy, click on adamant two-handed sword. Click on high level alchemy, click on mithril longsword. Click on high level alchemy, click on green d'hide body. Click on high level alchemy, click on mithril longsword. Click on high level alchemy, click on adamant two-handed sword. Alright, so we're making progress here from that salvaging run. From that salvaging run, we got 49k. We got 49k GP in inventory. We are very appreciative. So appreciative that it's unimaginable how appreciative we are. We're not only appreciative to the max, but we're appreciative beyond the max. That's how appreciative we are of the 49k in our inventory, because we just high alched items that were highlighted, and since they were highlighted and we high alched them, before we high alched them, we knew that those items would be of higher value than if we sold them on GE. So we high alched them, and we appreciate it not only to the max, but we appreciate it beyond the max. So that's what we did. We got 49k sitting here in inventory, and I must say, some people say it's top notch. Who says top notch? I say it's top notch. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to click on the adamant salvaging hook here. We're going to deploy it. But if we zoom out here, we see that these two squares, they're not green anymore. So we either need to wait for them to respawn, or we can head over to these next ones over here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go right in the middle over here, right in the middle. And we are going to deploy our salvaging hook, and we're going to gather some martial salvage from these mercenary shipwrecks. So, and we're going to gather the most energy. Okay, and to do that, we have to, do a countdown before we deploy our item and salvaging hooks. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start the countdown in a 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So let's see how many we can get here. So we got one martial salvage so far. We got one martial salvage so far. I'm hyped up about the 49k. We got three martial salvage so far. 3 martial salvage so far. We have 4 martial salvage so far. If we take a look right here, we can see that these mercenary shipwrecks, they look really cool. They got, when they respawn, they change angle slightly, and then you can see that they're on fire, right? When they're despawned, as you see, they change angle and they are not on fire anymore. So that's, and of course, with the plugins, you would see that the squares are green compared to those being gray. So we're gathering martial salvage. We are gathering martial salvage. And we're enjoying the process. We're enjoying the process to the fullest. Okay. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 martial salvage so far. We have 11 martial salvage so far. We're waiting for the 12th. Now we have 12 martial salvage. We're gonna be sorting that soon. Sorting that very, very soon. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 martial salvage, 14 martial salvage. We're gonna end up with 50. There we go. 15 martial salvage. Let's sort that real quick. Okay. So let's see what we got. We got green d'hide body. We got the rune arrows. What else we got? We got adamant two-handed sword, adamant longsword. Okay. We got mahogany logs. Good. Got some stacks there. Okay. Got an amulet of power, I think. Mithril longsword. Okay. I think another amulet of power. Okay. Got another rune arrow. And of course we got our nature runes, which were already there. We need that to high alch. Alright, well, I'm going to high alch these on the next stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see ya. Thank you very much again. And I'll see you on the next stream. Alright. See ya. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.